stream. Oh, okay, I think we is good. Let me just bring up there. Fabulous. Alright. We're back again for day 105. Oh my goodness, I know what I'm missing. Blah. The blam. There we go. Missing my lights. Here it is. Get my ads running. Okay, we are good. We are fabulous. And we are back for day 105. Well, I have my steak pie, for dinner. Oh my goodness! Whoa, hello! Welcome in. It's good to see you, good to have you. How art thou? What up? Ow. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Right. Oh, goodness sake. I am good, sorry, I am trying my damnedest. There we go. Trying my damnedest to get this ultimate juice off. No, I am good. I am good. It is good to have you in. Good to know that you are well. Yeah, pretty much it really. Oh my goodness, there we go. Finally did this by one absolute awful first fight. Anyway, I'm well. I've got the day off from work tomorrow, so I am looking forward to that. I am eating my steak pie, and which we got from a friend from, well, one of my work colleagues. Their kids get the pies delivered, so we just bought pies and we just picked up from his place. And then in the oven, I've got an apple and boysenberry crumble pie all ready to go, and we've got some ice cream ready to go with that. So I'll have to take a brief interlude to have that pie. So it's just pie fiesta tonight, really. Not a vegetable to be seen. I promise I have vegetables other times. But yeah, that's pretty much it really. Nothing else really going on. For the first time actually, now that I've managed to finish a few games over the past couple, now that I've managed to finish a few games, my backlog is down to 17, down from like 20 something. So I'm excited for that. Trying to finish Final Fantasy 4, get back down to 16. Oh. Pies are just delicious. More importantly, meat pies and dessert pies are the best. So for me, I'm very excited. I'm very excited for you to start Dragon Quest XI. I'm so excited. I really, really hope that you like it. Because have you played any Dragon Quest games before, or is it your first one? Because I hope you find it as charming as I do. It is just one of the most incredibly charming JRPGs. And it has a twist that I never saw coming. I'll say is it a twist? Yeah, it's a twist. It's got another twist after that twist as well, where you kind of unlock the game's true third act. Oh, you already started it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And you played 8? Oh, 8. I need to play 8 on stream. I need to set like a time date for that, because that is my favorite game ever. I absolutely adore that game. Like utterly adore that game. I need to play that on stream. Sorry. Yeah, no, it is just incredible. Oh my god, I think I do. I'm so sorry, I just ate a whole bit of pie. I'm totally gonna check those out. And I'm also really curious to see how you sort of develop your characters. Even though there's not a crazy amount of flexibility between them all. It's mainly just in terms of what weapons you use for each. I'm curious to see if you make the same weapon choices that I did. Because I can tell you in Dragon Quest VIII, boomerangs on your main hero are absolutely broken. Like incredibly broken, especially in like the first half of the game. Like if you're not using boomerangs, you're doing it wrong. But in every other Dragon Quest game I've played, boomerangs aren't as OP. So if you don't have boomerangs on your hero in Dragon Quest XI, neither did I. Who did I was just playing as? Angara. Using boomerangs for Eric? Yeah. Fair. The true damage dealing stuff for Eric is definitely on his knives, but that's really for like on bosses. Basically like for the true final boss, the like beating it in 2 turns kind of strategy relies on Eric. Eric to do the damage dealing move that does so much damage the game can't even display how much damage it's done, and completely knock down all get the boss through all of his phases in one hit. That's insane. Because he's got an ability on his knife. Hello. Chickadoo, what up? Welcome in. Welcome in. It's good to have you. How is life? How are things?
I'm still in the middle of my journey.
And also, thank you. Oh my goodness. So I set that sound alert up, and I've got it it says something randomly each time, and I was like hoping that it worked. So thank you. Thank you for confirming that it works. Oh no, that is all good. I hope work goes well. I hope work goes well. But no, good of you to drop round. It was good to see you. Half day off. Fair. I mean, I don't even know where you work, but fair. I've got a oh, nice. Yeah, I've got an arrangement at my work that if I work 8 extra hours a month, I get to take a day off, and I'm just like, I just use it as like an R&R day. I'm just gonna play video games all day. Call me if you need me, but otherwise I'm just gonna be playing PlayStation, chilling. Look at that though, the East series bringing us all together, and rightly so.
Consider yourself fortunate to have fun.
Is the pie ready? No.
Maybe.
10 minutes?
Yeah, put back on the bake. Bake. Good.
Oh, has it? Oh, okay.
I say bake.
Sorry. Well, when I cut the pie open, it was like super hot, because when I did the knife thing, it still was warm, but then when I cut the pie up, it was like hot. So, there's that as well. Anyway, thank you. The boys come in to give me updates on the pie that we've got into the oven. Oh my god, East 10 is gonna be incredible. I've even seen like with like comments on the trailers as well for it. Like there's heaps of people like, oh my god, I've never played any East games but this looks sick, and I'm just like, yeah. I hope we get it next year. I'm not 100% on the time, the general weight between the Jap and the English versions. Because East 9 only came out on English 2 years ago? So yeah, it'll be a few years yet, unfortunately. Well, I think what you need to do, you need to get all your Falcom karma, you know, just say, write them a letter, say, look, bruh, I have look at all these people that I have introduced to the Trails and East series. Look at all this free marketing I've given you. Please localize East 10 with a quickness. Oh my lord. Wow. Sales have been more in the west, that's crazy. Hey. To be honest, at this point, well, I would not even be surprised. Oh my god, and my backlog. I've still got like 17 games on my backlog, and that's not counting all the games that are like still to come out. So I'm like, I'll take any, you know, as much as it pains me to have to wait for all these games. I agree. It gives a lovely little gap to get through all your other games before your life gets consumed by all the lovely Easters and Trails. Don't want to do a rematch. Oh my god, excuse me. Alright. There, and that one. Lovely. Well, also the new Naruto game coming out when it is, should I say, gives me a lovely opportunity to finish this before that comes out, so I'm going straight onto that. That is all good. It is fabulous of you to drop by. Do not worry if you can't. It is all goods. And hope work isn't too painful.
Resistance is futile.
Believe in the heart of the cards. It will not be awful.
Battle begins.
And now, the one problem with New Zealand when it comes to games, it's being in New Zealand is an absolute blessing and an absolute curse when it comes to the whiiiile games, because it's a blessing in the sense that, you know, on worldwide releases, you know, little New Zealand being on the edge of the planet, you know, we get it first, quote unquote. But then also cursed in the sense that because we're so tiny and we're not worth the import costs or the export costs, delivery costs maybe, probably a better way of saying it. When they've got super duper, super amazing, oh my goodness editions of any game, they're never ever available over here. For the new Naruto game, there's like a collector's edition, premium collector's edition, you know, all the fanciness. And like the premium collector's edition has got like figurines, it's got season pass, it's got a scroll, with like all the, like a scroll with like an image of all the Naruto characters on it. It's got all this goodness, and it ships to Australia, but it don't ship to New Zealand. And I'm like googling, I'm like, collector's edition New Zealand, premium collector's edition by New Zealand, nothing. And I'm so devastated. But am I devastated? I'm not too devastated. I'd be devastated if it was like Elder Scrolls 6 or Final Fantasy 17 and I couldn't get it. But so I'm not too devastated, but it's just like, why do they never have all these editions available in New Zealand? But I am pre-ordered it already. Pre-ordered the new game, so I'm ready to go. So I will be able to finish this and launch straight into, no, wrong one. Launch straight into the new game. I'm really sorry if my crunching is too loud. Well, I know you're sort of on, I know you kind of miss on Tales of Arise. Is there like anything you like about it at all? And do you have a favourite character, if that? Because recently, I think it was, yeah, recently I actually had to go on the whole like fandom wiki website.com and Google or look up all the bits to the story again, because I've like completely and utterly forgotten like the crux of the story and like all the big plot twists and things. Hi, ready? I'll be out shortly. Oh, that bowl there, that black bowl, can you just give that a rinse? Thank you. I must take a brief interlude after this fight. Oh. Yeah. And one most single annoying, if there was a way to turn off the voices in combat, infinitely better. There's enough like, I can't remember what, I mean, I've heard them so many times you'd think I'd have remembered, but you know, Aqua Jet or Aqua something, the amount of times you hear all these things being said, it's like, okay, I get it already. Okay. Right. I am gonna do. I'll take a brief interlude right now. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Just gotta grab a pie. BRB. It's back. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. The only problem is because I think we had it on the wrong, we had it on the wrong oven setting, so like the edges is a bit black, but it'll be delicious anyway. You had your follow goal. Oh my goodness! Congratulations! You are well deserving of it, my dude. It was 350, wasn't it? Oh, 400! Oh my god! Congratulations, my lordy! That's massive! That's like 100 and something in like the time that I've known you. That's mental! Love it. Love your work. Keep it up. What's your next goal? Is your next goal like 700?
You're just weak in it.
Nice. You'll get there. You'll get there with a quickness. Do not worry. Okay, let's try this pie. Ooh. Oh, that's delicious. There. And then you, oh my god, when you reach that, you should do like a 500 follower special. Oh my goodness.
So drab.
Has been decided.
Right.
Mm.
This'll finish it.
The amount of people that be hitting affiliate this week is crazy. That's like yes. Mm-mm. Ooh, 12-hour stream, damn. That'd be neat.
Battle begins.
True that. True that. That was I was so I got a when I woke up this morning because I'd got a message from him in Discord saying that he'd hit it, and I'm like, oh my god, yes. So I dropped into his stream when I got to work, and I'm like, bruh, I'm subbing, good job. I'm so proud of him. It's I just love it. I love it when all of these amazing people can get the recognition that they deserve. It's like, I love it. Oh,
It is
love
my
it.
duty to protect the village.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Battle begins.
No, he does. He does, like, you know, the communities, should I say, we're a part of, and all of these people, you know, are just amazing, incredible people. I'm just like, it was like the best thing to wake up to this morning as well. You know, it's just like, because I know how hard he's been trying recently, and I'm just like, bruh. It just, oh, it's lovely. Oh, it's just been actually a fantastic day, to be honest. Not much as work is long, but it's actually a fine day at work. You know, Scythe is hitting affiliate. Oh, it's lovely. It is lovely. I've got lovely apple and boysenberry crumble pie with hokey pokey ice cream. Even better way to end the day. Okay, so we get to... And then last night I finished watching a 5-hour Final Fantasy VII remake and rebirth video essay. So it's just like, it's actually been such a bad week. And I'm clearing through my backlog. It's looking up. Ow. Beauty. I'm just gonna move this back slightly. So I don't know if it's like doing the blue thing. You hear that? I'm just trying to. So I'm about to like drip ice cream into the mic. I swear to God. Tomorrow's stream, I'm gonna be doing a my East tier list. I'm gonna attempt to do an East tier list, and then play some Tunic. Oh no, I'm actually gonna start. I'll finish that, and then I'll start Trails and Sky second chapter after. And then Saturday I'll start Tunic, this other game I'm keen to play. But yeah, so I'll see how it goes. I need to find need to get some nice East music playing in the background. Maybe start with some Sunshine Coastline or something like that. But yeah, it'll be interesting. We'll see how it goes. And I haven't actually even like gotten in my head how I'm gonna rank everything yet. I want to be like objective, but actually no, I want to be objective. I'll be subjective, but you know, I kind of want to do like little metrics, like ooh, East 6, you know, characters were this, the locations were this, music was this, and then all together it's a B or A or whatever. That's what I need to do, because he does heaps of these ones, but I haven't watched any yet, but I'm gonna give some a watch. I've been watching this YouTube channel recently. He hasn't got too many videos out, but I think he's can only really put one out each month, called RPG challenge runs. And so he's been doing runs like, can you beat Dragon Quest 11? Go to what? I was out on black. Oh, can you pass me my
Decided.
I couldn't face my students if I lost here.
Yeah, so he's been doing like, can you beat Dragon Quest 11 by only using the defend command on the main character, and then all the other characters are controlled by AI. Can you actually beat the game like that? And so I haven't watched that one yet, but I'm gonna do next. But a few that I've watched is, can you beat Final Fantasy 15 using only magic? And like, no, you can use items I think, but like, no attacking, no warp striking, no summons, nothing. Only magic. And he manages to do it. Well, most of the gums. Like, can you beat Final Fantasy 12 using only Van, like solo, like no other people in the party other than Van, and no magic, no nothing. Okay. I mean, there's some amazing stuff, but he's got heaps and heaps of Persona ones, like Persona 3, Persona 4, I think some Persona 5 ones too. I think it's like, something like he only uses one monster? Persona-y thing? Can't remember exactly anyway. But yeah, but this guy, like, does some amazing stuff. And I think he's done, the Final Fantasy X one. Can you do it by only using the attack command or something? Something like that anyway. Ooh, I need to check him out after. So I would love to. I'm like after watching, because I watched the Scarlet Nexus one today, where he had done can you beat Scarlet Nexus without using psychokinesis, bar beyond like the scripted encounters, that you need to. Yeah, and it's just some of these challenge runs are just incredible. And I'm thinking like, ooh. I feel like I need to do a challenge run on, like I want to do a challenge run on something, but I've got no idea what game and I've got no idea what restrictions I'll put on myself. I like start light. If you had to do a challenge run on a Trails game, what do you reckon would be a good challenge run? So I'm thinking, I wonder if you could do a challenge run where you don't use any quartz. Like you have no quartz, no accessories maybe? Yes, so no arts, maybe like no crafts even? You can only use the attack command? Possibly? Because the problem that the Trails games have is like, for instance, Tales of Arise, he did a run where you can only use the attack command. You can't use any arts with Alpha. I don't think, no one can use arts at all. Like, no one. But, oh, goodness. And that just required heaps and heaps and heaps and heaps and heaps and heaps of grinding. But the problem with Trails is that you can't, because suddenly drops the XP earned dramatically once you kind of hit like the soft level cap. Can't really grind out levels as you mean you can, but it's gonna take you forever.
Battle begins.
Where do Lenegus? How much do they have? Just trying to think how much you got. And has like this weird like tree alien thing landed in the middle of the ocean and you've gone up that? Because if you haven't, you've got about... Oh, you have done that? Okay. Did nothing but story. I'm gonna say... 8 hours left? I think. I think 8 hours. Let me fact check myself there. Okay.
Battle begins.
Gonna fact check myself on that one. Yeah, so I'd say you've probably got yeah, 8 hours maybe? Yeah, because you'll have Lenegus and then there'll be another place you'll go to. There'll be like a dungeon in that one. And then there'll be another place you go, and that's it. Okay. So you're not too far.
I will get
No. I would say probably maybe 3, 4 max. 4 like absolute max, I think. Yeah. Maybe, yeah, probably 3, maybe. Possibly.
The Five Tails is on my side.
Oh, my cup of tea! Oh no! So I forgot about my cup of tea. Goodness.
Battle begins.
I will go easy on you.
Yeah, cause like Tales of Arise is one of those games that I know I enjoyed it when I played it, but excuse me after like, because I think it's been a couple of years since I played it. Over time, like the details of the story have kind of eluded me a little bit, or I've like completely forgotten like why I was fighting the final boss, or why the final boss was who the final boss was. And it's one of those games where, yeah, it's kind of like Final Fantasy games are they're complicated stories. Like there's lots of moving parts to them. So, but I can tell you the entire story of Final Fantasy VII and all of the compilation, and I can give a completely cohesive timeline and plot of events, and I can give you every level of detail there possibly is to know about that game. I don't forget a single one. But for someone like all the Tales games, specifically Tales of Arise, should I say, and even actually no, even all of them, I think, I will. All the details get muddied after a bit. Yeah, maybe it's probably also part of the fact that I'm obsessed with Final Fantasy games, so it's probably a large factor in that. Hello, welcome back. Did you have a good drive then? Look at that, even better. I hope the there. I can completely and utterly empathize with that. I got my learner's license because like I don't know if it's the same elsewhere, but in New Zealand definitely you have to get your learner's license, and then you've got to have. And then once you got your learners, I don't know if there's a particular set of time, but anyway, set of time passes, then you get your restricted license, which means you're allowed to drive by yourself. And then after a certain time after that, then you can go for your full license, which you can drive at any time of the day with anyone in the car, blah blah blah. I got my learner's license like 10 years ago, and I didn't get my restricted until 4 years ago, and I didn't get my full until last year. Sometimes like my first driving lesson, I almost destroyed the car, and I was just deathly afraid of everything. Like everything. I am going to be the cause of the most devastating car crash ever recorded in human history. I was just, yeah, I can completely and utterly understand the fear. Visual whilst learning. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting, yeah, because we do, yeah, to get your learners, you just do a theory test. You pass that, you get your learners, and then you can only drive when you've got someone who in the passenger seat who's had their full license for at least 2 years. That's the rule. It's New Zealand though, so people break it all the time. Hopefully there's no police watching. I also used to break that. I used to drive on my learners at midnight, but that's because my work started at midnight, so I kind of had to. Anyway, yeah, so you have to take your theory test to get your learners, and then you set a driving test to get your restricted, and then after that, then you set another driving test that like looks for different things to get your full license. And then once you got your full license, then as long as you renew it on time, you shouldn't have to sit any more tests. But I swear to God, some people with their full licenses probably need to sit another test, because my goodness, my lord. I remember, oh my god, there was one story one instance, my heart has never plummeted so far in my life. Oh my god. So I was driving to work at midnight, as I do. And there's a car in front of me. It's going, you know, it's not going the speed limit, but it's not going too fast, I don't think. We're driving down, almost at work, about 40 seconds from work. Car's coming on the other side of the road. It passes, and it's a police car. And I'm like, oh my god, because my friend had told me like a week earlier that the police have something in their cars that they can basically like type in the license plate, and then you know they've got all the information about who it's registered to, and they'll be able to see if you know if they type in your plate and they see that it's someone on a learner's license, and you're driving at midnight and you've got no one in the passenger seat. That's like the best. Oh, like I say the best. The best way to get a ticket or lots of bad points. So I was like, oh dear, it's a police car. Okay, keep calm. In my rearview mirror, I see the cop turning around to follow the incoming on our side of the road, and my heart has just like stopped, and I'm like, oh god, did he scan my car and see, or did he type in the number plate and then see that I'm on my learners, and now he's gonna pull me over to see why a car registered to a learner driving midnight. Okay, stay calm. So it's following us, and then suddenly the lights go on, and I'm like, oh no, like, no, this is it. And I'm like, 30 seconds from work, 30 seconds from the car park. Oh my god, I was like, my heart was like, you could hear my heart beating. I was just pale, I was shaking, I was like, oh my god. Turns out though, so I pull over to the side, turns out that the car in front of me had been speeding, and the cop was trying to get that one and then followed that car until where it pulled up, and I'm just like, and I kind of just had to like sit there and just collect myself. And oh my god, Electro Creeps, thank you so much for the follow. It is much appreciated. I hope you are doing well. Yeah, it is. It is just the and like so like the song I had playing on my Spotify at the moment. I can't listen to that song again in the car. I can't do it because I just like it was what was playing during that moment. I'm just like, oh, hashtag triggered. Can't do it. But yeah, it was. I've never ever feared for my life. I say feared for my life. As someone who was very much a teacher's pet and a goody two shoes at school, who never got in trouble, well, I say that. I've gotten in trouble a couple times, but like, the fact I was breaking the law like triply, I was like triple breaking the law, and the fact of getting caught doing that, oh my god, I never would have been able to tell the boy. I wouldn't have been able to face it. Sorry, yeah. I went to go hang out while I was driving home. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is the most terrifying thing. Especially when they've driven past you and turning around, you're just like, oh god, what have I done? Oh no! This is where it all ends. Oh my lord. Can't wait to get the first one. As in like, are you getting Ultimate Ninja Storm 1? Because oh my god, the Electro Creeps, the next game in this, I say series, even though it's not Ultimate Ninja Storm 5, it's coming out in November, and I'm extremely excited. And I've just realised I've read my spreadsheet wrong once again, as I always do. Sorry, I'm just going to have to pause and just double check that I've actually done. And I've already done that fight before. Oh, fabulous. Lovely. Jubbly. Oh my lord. Okay, never mind. Oh, look, Naruto. Oh, I like Naruto Ball. It's alright. I mean, it's fine. It's there, you know. Nothing too special, you know. How long have I been streaming? I have been streaming for about a year and a bit. Year and a half. Since April last year, basically. It's been very, very slow but steady, but I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. I technically started this whole Naruto thing. I started in April last year. No, technically at the end. No, I started in May. There we are. Yeah. Oh, your friend's gifting it to you. Nice, nice, nice. Because have you played any Naruto fighting games? Or will it be like genuine, like your first one ever? Oh, first one. Oh my goodness. Excited for you. Very excited. I'm guessing you're a Naruto fan. But no, it is. I love these guys. I just love, like, Naruto is probably like one of the, similar to, I guess, to Dragon Ball Z probably would be the other, but like, in terms of anime that lend themselves to fighting games, so, fighting games, Naruto is, it's, whatchamacallit, one of the best ones that lends itself to a fighting game. I booked half day no. Oh goodness. I just hope, I hope that that half of your day goes extremely quickly. I know exactly, yeah. It's yeah, some days you just want to walk in and you're just like, don't look at me, don't talk to me, I'm just here, I'm gonna do my work and I'm gonna leave. That's it. Shisui and Ibuka. Finish in 5 hours. At least it's every second is a second less. Every second is a second to finishing. Oh, and you're a Electro Creeps, you're a big Naruto fan. It is good to hear. It is fabulous to hear. I have a question, and I ask this question of every single Naruto fan that comes here. Actually, two questions actually. Number one is, who is your favorite character, first off? There are 99% of the possible answers are correct answers, and there are a couple of wrong answers to that question, so, but that's the first one. Second question that I've got for you is opinion, either yeah I like them or no I don't like them. What do you think of the character of Kabuto? And those are my two questions that I must ask of everyone that pops in here. Because I have extremely strong opinions about the character of Kabuto, and I'm just curious as to how many people share my very, very strong opinions. You do be kind of a freak? Okay. I'm gonna assume that's like in a he's a freak like ooh, and kind of like a a negative light. I'm gonna hope that that's the case. Because I asked the question because basically Kabuto is my complete and utter least favorite Naruto character, without a shadow of a doubt. So I always ask, so I can have my little tally blackboard of and X's next to the names of people who like Kabuto. Of which there are actually a lot, so it's kind of like, eh. At the end of the day, it's like, oh, crap, I might actually be outnumbered on that one.
Battle begins.
Yeah, oh, I think as many as you need to. It is all good. Like, I mean, for me, on any given day, mine is one of either Neji, Sasuke, or Itachi. Like, those three are probably my, hands down, my faves. So, depending on the mood I happen to be in on the exact second that I'm asked, it will be one of those three. But you can say as many as you need to. I'm just curious, like, I'm just super curious. There we go. Okay. And Ocean, Itachi, Naruto, Sasuke, Panda, Roach. Ooh. That is a good list. That's an extremely good list, can I just say. And it's very interesting that you've got Orochimaru on there, because even though he's not, you know, part of my favorite characters, one of the conversations I've had, or like one thing that we've talked about in the past is characters that you'd kind of like, if they could like release like a spin-off series, or like you could like see like their backstory, or like more of their backstory, or like which character do you wish you saw more of? Orochimaru would be up there, like fully up there. As creepy and weird as they are, which is I suppose kind of the point, they're so interesting. He's so interesting. Oh, and a fun fact which absolutely blew my mind, when one of my other followers was like, "Hey, fun fact, you know, like this, you know, the swing set, like in the anime, you know, they'll have like Naruto sitting on that random swing that he always sits on when he was like a kid. That swing set technically has more screen time than like Tenten and Kurenai and I think even Tamari, and like there's like 50 different like main characters that have less screen time than the swing set that Naruto sits on as a kid. And I'm like, are you serious? And they're like, yeah, it's like it's also like by like an hour, at least an hour's or like 45 minutes worth of screen time more. And I'm like, that is both the greatest and most strangest thing I've ever heard in my life. But I'm kind of like, I'm thinking of it. So I'm trying to start the hashtag still more screen time than 1010, because that's just sad. Like, Poor old 1010. Come on, come on. Oh my goodness. Come on. There we go, goodness. With Madari. I fought with him a few fights ago, I think. Have I got him coming up later on? Oh, I've got him coming up a few fights down the track. Again. So, oh yeah, just to give you a complete and utter overview of what the hell I'm doing. Because you're like, what? Like, what are you even doing? You're just picking random characters and like fighting as each. What I'm doing is, and in fact actually I need to update that number up the corner, up in the corner very shortly. Because you probably needed some eyes, maybe. I am playing every character in the Ultimate Ninja Storm roster against every other character in the Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 roster. Which, when you calculate it all out, there is 11,127 fights that you would need to do if you're playing every character in the roster versus every other character in the roster. And that's like, you know, playing as Kari and fighting every version of Naruto, every version of Sasuke, Sakura, Kakashi, whatever, and then you do that, and then you start as Suigetsu and you do the exact same thing. You keep going, you keep going, you keep going. Until you've done every possible matchup. Maybe I should just explain it as that. Every possible matchup in the free battle. That's actually a far less wordy way of saying the same thing. Anyway. So, yeah, so that is overall 11,000 fights to do that. I am down to 2,000, I'll now be down to 2,554 after this one. So I am been doing a lot of fights, but to kind of like mix it up, so I'm not just going down the list the whole way. Excuse me, to kind of like mix it up. I have got a giant Excel spreadsheet that I track every single matchup. I track which ones I've done, I've tracked which ones I haven't done, and I kind of, from the list of the ones that I haven't done, from the ones I haven't done, I basically just randomly generate an entire list of matchups, just so like at least it keeps it interesting. At least I'm doing like different ones all the time, and I just keep going, and that is literally me, and I just keep doing it. That's pretty much all there is to really say about this. But I'm on track to getting to fight 0 at about early November. Did they forget to do the English? They forgot to do the English voice line for that. The things you learn. Yes, no. That's right, no, she is an Uzumaki. Because they only reveal that, like, right at the end of the Shippuden. Like, I can't remember who reveals it. Someone reveals it. Is it Madara who reveals it? Yeah, that's right, yeah. Yeah, she's an Uzumaki. Yeah, and her, oh my god, when you're playing as her and you're facing like any version of Sasuke, god, she just goes a bit mad. Yeah, she's an interesting one. Alright, I now need to quickly run a super quick 3-min ad, unfortunately. I will be back in 3 mins. Take it as a what's the word? Chance to grab a drink of water. Go to the bathroom if you need to. I'll be back in 3 mins. You will not be missing much. Okay, who we got next? We got Hinata and good Araikage. Hinata is such a good character to play as. I really genuinely... Wait, does he have not play? Oh my goodness! Because I've never actually had any like confirmation that the ad actually plays when I press the ad playing. Because I need to press the ad button like every hour for it to stop all like pre-rolls and stuff from coming in. So I've got actually no like, I've got no way of knowing if it's actually working bar this like thing that says, oh, the ad break in progress. Fabulous! Oh my god, if there's no ad, amazing, lovely. Maybe it doesn't work for people who are already in there. Oh, fabulous. Oh my god, if that's the case, then fabulous. I love it. Anyway then, oh, you don't get... Lovely. Oh, that's right, because you must get, I don't actually know how it all works, but yeah. But anyway, it is suspicious. Wait, does he... Where does he have the Uzumaki crest? There's probably something I've completely missed. Related to this. I believe they are... I'm now just trying to think. Oh my god, all these details I'm completely and utterly missing. So I'm trying to think, because I'm pretty sure the Uzumaki clan I think they're related to the Senju. Yeah, no, they must be, because they needed Karin for something. The fact that she was an Uzumaki is kind of like they needed her for, or they could use her blood for something. Something like that. I think. Yeah. He is indeed. I don't actually have a oh, I've actually got a Kakashi fight coming up very shortly as well, I think. So where's Kakashi coming up?
You've been playing into my hands the whole time.
Yeah, because I've got, where are we up there? So I'm in the 40s on this one, when I get down to the 50s. Oh my god, I didn't even, whatchamacallit, didn't even update the number in the top corner. No, 1 second. 1 second. Shippuden. Tamari's a down to 50. Right, 2,500. Right, check his arm. Oh yeah, no, that is. Hang on, does any other character? Is there any other character that has it? No. Is it just? Oh no, Sai's got it as well. I wonder why some characters do and others don't. Huh. Yeah, because Sai's got it as well. I wonder why. I wonder why. Maybe it's something. Is it something to do with the fact that they're on Naruto's team? Possibly? I never even noticed that before. Interesting. I don't believe they are. I mean, Sai's definitely not. Kakashi, I would say, is definitely not. Hang on. We need to Google this. We need to Google this. Oh my god, what's my power bill coming out to? Sorry, I'm just gonna... What was that? Sorry, I just had my power bill come out. So just need to see how much it is. Sorry, getting distracted.
Out of my way, flunky.
Here we go. Kakashi.
Has been decided.
Ugh. Oh, here we go. Someone's literally asked the question. Why does Kakashi have the Uzumaki crest on his jacket? Let's have a look. Let's see what ChatGPT has to say. Oh no, I don't want to see what ChatGPT has to say. What do we? Suketsu Shio. Let's see what we got.
Battle begins.
Okay, here we are. So... Right, here we are. So here's the explanation. Here's the thing. It has nothing to do with Hashirama and Mito Uzumaki's wedding. Also, that is the crest of Uzushio Gakure, or the Uzushio Gakure village, which is where the Uzumaki are from. Uzushio Gakure had close ties with the Leaf Village, due to Uzushio Uzumaki clan and Konoha Senju clan being distant blood relatives. All flak jackets worn by the Chunin and Jonin level shinobi of the Leaf Village bear the crest of Uzushio Gakure, symbolizing the strong friendship between both villages. So they're wearing the Uzumaki crest as kind of like because the Uzumaki clan are like super closely tied with the history of the Leaf Village, so it's kind of just like a symbol of recognition or respect or something to do with that. I have just learnt something today.
Battle begins.
There we are. Naruto fact of the day. I can't believe I never wondered it. I should. They should indeed. There we go. Oh, and, oh my goodness, one thing, and it makes so much sense, it's not confirmed, but it's not like a confirmed thing, but it's like when someone explained it this way, it made so much sense. It was like, my goodness, this has to be true. And it was like, when you think about the teams in Naruto, when you think about, you know, why are Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura paired to, like, grouped together, and why have they got Kakashi as their sensei, and like why are Hinata, Kiba, and Shino grouped together, and why is Kurenai their sensei? And this person explained it, and it was the most incredible explanation, and it makes so much incredible sense. Oh my lordy. Michael Rich, what up? Welcome. How art thou? Hope life is golden. Oh no, yeah, so Electro Creep, it's like, the bit with like, why Naruto, Sasuke and Sakura appear together, or why Kakashi is their sensei, is that Kakashi has got the Sharingan, which kind of like is almost like the reason why for all of it. So, he's got the Sharingan, so when Sasuke develops his, Kakashi's got one too, so he can kind of be like, yeah, this is how you use it. If Naruto ever lost control of the Ninetales Fox, the Sharingan can help control it, so Kakashi's got that. And then Sakura's just there because for plot reasons, but probably because I think they were trying to, initially kind of got the sense they were trying to write her in the sense of she was good at Genjutsu, and then like Kakashi can see through Genjutsu-ish, or at least the Sharingan can, so again kind of helps, like it's like for those particular people, it makes sense to have Kakashi as a sensei because he can actually has the unique skill set to be able to help each of those people out. And it's amazing. It's lovely. I love it. She's useless. You are preaching to the choir here on that one, buddy. She is an utter useless POS. She is, you know, if there's one word to describe Sakura, it's why. Why? Why does she be who she be? They found a mentor to guide you in the ways of Excel. Nice. Nice. Is it someone in your course, or is it someone like a tutor, or is it someone online, or even someone completely different? Is it your colleagues?
That's your grave.
Ping pong on your chest. What does that even mean? I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it's obvious. Oh my goodness. I'm kind of not even mad if I lose this fight. There we go. Jesus, this is I'm gonna say I guess. I've spent more time in my youth looking at Sasuke's. Actually, no, Sasuke doesn't even have. He doesn't even have X. I don't know. Can't say I've ever looked at Naruto. Okay, actually, no, I've wanted to kiss Sasuke, but as me and my 11-year-old girl stupid phase, I've wanted to kiss Sasuke, and I'm like, I'll be the one to fix him. I've grown out of that one, thankfully. I was doing my homework. Oh my goodness! Your co-workers just all sound incredible. I love that. That is. I'm so happy for you, Buck Rich. That is so good. That is so cool. Everyone's gonna say. All the guys want to be him, and all the girls want to be with him. Yeah. Oh. Ugh. So sometimes I cringe, but I'm like, you know, without it I would never be the person I am today, without my Sasuke phase. But I think too, because like a lot of like the old PS2 Naruto games, which I always bang on about, but for good reason, is that shaped how I saw every character, like very much so. And because Sasuke had such the coolest ultimate jutsus, I'm like, I love him. He's amazing. Oh my goodness. Can he, like, all the bullies at school for bullying me, Sasuke can just come in and just do a Chidori and, you know, impale them on tree stumps and they can die. But then Sasuke will be protecting me. And it'll be so dreamy and romantic. Oh my god. That was me. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Yeah. Sasuke to like a Sharingan and Deidara. Lovely. Michael Rich. Oh my goodness. I might have already told you, I can't remember if I have. I have my deadline for this game, finally, for this whole fight series. November the 17th is my deadline. Because that's when Storm Connections comes out. And I'm happy because I think I will be able to finish this in time for Storm Connections. I'm very excited about it. I'll be getting it possibly day. Actually, I will be. I'll get it day one. Oh wait! Oh no! Sorry. I'm just thinking. November. The following day, on the Friday the 18th, I will be leaving for. I'll be going up north. Wait, no, because I don't stream Naruto's on the Friday. Okay, never mind, we're good. If I can get it, day one on a Thursday, then I'll be able to stream it that night. Okay, no, never mind. Crisis averted. We're good. Sorry, I just because I remember on that particular weekend I've got a flight up north booked. Never mind. Don't worry. Right, I'm just gonna do lots of ultimates on this one. Oh, never mind.
This is my specialty.
Fabulous.
Right here. This is my specialty. Right here. Right here. That was close. I'm right here. Right here. Right here. Right here. This is my specialty.
Come on! Oh my goodness, Sasuke, can you not? There we go. Goodness gracious me.
My art welcomes the ultimate.
The victor has been decided.
Oh my god, we've got Kunkuros coming out of our eyeballs. Sorry. Sounds weird. Weird way to say that. Kunkuros coming out of our eyeballs. Sorry, then it just turns out I've got heaps of more puppet user fights coming up. I've got another Chio, another young Kankuro, got a young Choji. Ugh. It's gonna be a long day. Oh yeah, so, Michael Rich, has your accounting co-workers, have they taught you any like super cool little like formulas? Is it like, have they taught you like advanced tricks, or is it like, you know, kind of like little like simple little hacks? Who is that just facing? Toby White Mask. Eyeball. I'm just playing as Gara. Remember? Really?
Battle begins.
Actually, so that long ago, I'm like, which is actually probably because they whatchamacallit, one of the pre-order bonuses you get a couple of outfits for Naruto and Sasuke, and I think they're like 20th anniversary outfits. Yeah, so it's all 20th anniversary stuff. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Love it so much. Where's it there? Oh, I see. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha. Like, just click here, type this, and then you're good. You're just like, okay. Okay, it did something, they're like, great, it was meant to do that. You're like, okay, cool. Now how do I do that again? Funny, my what's it? I was talking to my older sister the other day, and so she's got a new position in her job where she's looking after all like the policies and procedures for a company. And it was funny because the system that she uses, because she uses, you know, they use Microsoft SharePoint to host it all, and my job, like literally my job, is to help people use Microsoft SharePoint. Or a large part of my job is to help people use Microsoft SharePoint for a variety of things, including managing policies and procedures. So I just like immediately, my brain just like flicked into like work mode, and I was like already like, I'm like, oh well, if you do this, you could do this, and you should do this, and it's like, then I'm like, hang on a second, no, she's got to pay me $215 an hour by expertise with her. But yeah, but it's funny how, you know, when someone's got questions and you know in like your field of expertise, yeah, I kind of just, my brain just like flicks into like solution mode as if I was like talking to an actual client. Yeah, it was funny, and I'm like, wait, hang on. I'm just talking to my sister about what we're doing at the weekend. Like, now's not the time for work, Frizz.
Battle begins.
I'm sick of looking at you.
Didn't miss the Madara fight? No, you didn't. In fact, actually, when is the Madara fight? The question. There we are. Madara fight is it's after this one, so stay tuned. It's between Madara Reanimation and Yamakiba. So you're in luck. Just facing and Choji. No, not that one. That one and just became a guinea.
Battle begins.
I mean, oh yeah, no, because I use whatchamacallit, I use if statements in Excel but it's more just for like formatting on my numbers. It's like if is blank equals true, and I know this is not the syntax all, but like if the cell's blank, put a 0 instead. Like I think that's literally all I've used it for in Excel. I want to have, I mean, yeah, I've only ever used if statements in like game coding, like game script coding, and that's it. But no, but oh my god, the Excel World Championships is like something to behold. It is unreal what these, and just the fact that there even is an Excel World Championship already is like just incredible. But what they do is like they're given like a big giant scenario. I think they've got like 10 minutes or maybe it's like half an hour, maybe it's an hour. They're given some length of time anyway. They're given a scenario. They've got a scenario they have to do. And then they have to answer 50 questions. There's like 50 questions that they have to do. So it'll be like, there's a Naruto tournament going on. There are 1,000 attendees, all paying $350 ticket prices for the first day, with a discounted of 20% for the second day. The venue that the championships takes place in has a seating capacity of 1,000 people, and the venue owners take a 17.5% cut of all proceeds from the tournament. The prize money is 10 million, blah blah blah, you know, all these sorts of different things. So then there'll be 50 questions that they have to answer, and they just like, you know, fill in the boxes what it is. So it'll be like, you know, 100 people buy tickets on the first day and 100 people buy tickets on the second day, but 20 of those went the first day. How much revenue is gained from ticket sales? And then my second question is, assuming, you know, from that money, 17.5% needs to go thing, how much money is taken by the venue owners? So you've got all these different questions, and so you've got 45 minutes to answer them or something. I think like the most wins. But like what they like, because you would think, oh, you just go down, you just answer each one sort of thing. But apparently what they do is these people read through every question, or basically they spend 95% of the time writing incredibly complex Excel formulas and Excel sheets, and then basically what that means is that they can go through every single question, like, and basically they just press a thing, it runs 20 formulas, and it gives them the answer to every question, like, instantly. Sort of thing, because they work like the guys I was watching, I'll send you a video as well of it as well. The guys I was watching, they said that the time limit that you have means that for every question you've only got like 20 seconds or 30 seconds technically to answer every question. So, you know, if you did that, like, you're not going to be able to do it. So like, you're not going to be able to answer every question in 20 seconds if you're just addressing each question standalone. So that's why you spend 90% of your time writing the most incredibly complex Excel formulas and then get all your answers like that. It's like, it is just something else, and I love it. I love it. I love the idea, I love the execution, I love the fact that it's like an ongoing thing year after year. It's just, it's those things which, like, when, you know, when you feel like the world's just going south, it's those kinds of things that kind of like give you hope for humanity, that, you know, people can still have fun. Yeah, I'll find the video that I watched and I'll send it to you. It is, or no, I'll pop it in the Discord, and it is just yeah, it's something else. It is something else. And because the other thing too is that they'll know all the keyboard shortcuts to like zip around, like they're not using the mouse to like click on each cell and, or, you know, the cells that they need. They're like doing every keyboard shortcut known to man, and they're just like zipping around the sheets like cells, just cursors just go like that because they're just like typing every single keyboard shortcut. Oh, I love it. I could go on probably forever about how much I love the Excel World Championships. I would love to enter it. I would love to enter it. I would fail completely and utterly, but just to like see what it would be like. PowerPoint Championship. Oh yes. Yeah, I think PowerPoint's probably the one that I'm the most goodest at. I think. And even then actually, no, I don't think I could. No, I don't think I could enter any Office products. What kind of championship could I? I could enter a SharePoint championship. I think maybe Microsoft Teams championship. Right, and I believe I have missed a fight. I have missed a fight. I'm just trying to think, and I think I know what fight I missed as well, because this should be an odd number fight, I believe. That's even numbered one if I'm not mistaken. Oh no. Wait. No, never mind, I'm not mistaken, I haven't missed a fight. It's me just being stupid. No, it should be an even number. Wait, hang on. No, it should be an odd number fight, never mind. I'm being stupid yet again. Lovely. Sploosh. Oh my god, and my boss last night sent me the most incredible, and I could not work out if I actually don't know if it's a parody or not, because I'm genuinely like flummoxed at what it was, but it was also possibly the best thing I've ever seen. So my boss sent me a video last night, because at work we were talking about ironing for some reason, like ironing our clothes. And she sent me this thing, and it was like this one of the like 60-second documentary things. And there's a guy in New Zealand, and he does this thing called extreme ironing, where he takes his ironing board to like the top of a mountain and does ironing. Like obviously you can't plug it into anything, but he just does ironing. And he'll be like in the middle of Loch Ness, and he'll be ironing. In his tent in Antarctica, he'll be ironing. And he just tries and does it in the most like extreme places. He brings this like little like suit, like a suit and tie, like a suit jacket to iron in as well. And he's like got, you know, got all his friends and family to, you know, help like take part too. And they're just like hiking up a mountain with your ironing board and your like shirt to be ironed. And I'm like, I genuinely, like, I was watching this, I'm like, this can't be real. But it is. Like, this is ironing championships. Oh my god. See, like, screw esports. This is where it's at. One thing I have said to the boy, and I actually haven't googled it, but I kind of want to google it, is there a dishwashing championships? Is there a championship for like washing the dishes? Because me and the boy are not winning any prizes. I'm winning the prizes for best cleaned dishes, I think. And the boy's not winning any prizes for
Battle begins.
oh goodness. Anyway, a dishwashing championship. Oh my god, there is. There was a World Dishwashing Championship in 1982. Oh my god. It's the greatest thing known to me. Oh my. Dishwashing championships.
What a nice looking one. Phew.
My life has just forever changed. Yeah, screw esports. Dishwashing and extreme ironing world championships are where it is at. That is something you want on your tombstone. Won the world dishwashing championships, or won the world extreme ironing championships. That is the one for the tombstone, I think. I love it. I love it.
Battle begins.
Whoosh.
I'll destroy you.
I use myself. I am the dishwasher. Oh no, I am the, like, capital T, I am the dishwasher. Oh. It's just so wholesome, I love it.
Battle begins.
Because I do quite pride myself on the cleanliness of my dishes. More so for the fact, and that's more so because I cannot stand any remnant of food on my dishes. If I'm like reaching for that plate in the cupboard and I feel the dried speck of last night's dinner, I'm like, no, 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 nope, that is not acceptable in this household. It's why the boy is not allowed to wash the dishes. He's not allowed, because he doesn't wash them properly. Of sleeping. $3 million to sleep. And here we are working the 9 to 5 where we can just win $3 million just sleeping. Swear to God, I'm entering that bloody competition. I can sleep with the best of them. I love sleeping. I never want to go to sleep at night, but I love sleeping while I'm there. It's like a hot shower. I don't want to get into the shower because then I get cold before I'm in the shower. I'm like, oh, I don't want to go into the shower. I don't want to go into the shower. Then once you're in the hot shower, like, it's the best thing ever. It's like sleeping. You never want to go to sleep, but you're always so happy when you are, and you never want to get up. Like, but also the other thing too, how does the competitive sleeping work? Like, are they like, because is it a case of like you actually have to, like they're measuring, are you actually asleep? Or are you just lying on a couch? Because if it's just lying on a couch, all you need to do is just build up the most incredible self-discipline possible. Like, are you allowed to go to the bathroom? So if you're not allowed to go to the bathroom, then there's really just a how long can you keep it in, but then you don't want to be keeping it in for too long because it's actually bad for you. You know, causes extreme health conditions, you know, extreme problems when you hold it in. But then if they're measuring if you're actually asleep, then you can't really control that. And here I am, thinking, you know, one day I'll win the lotto, one day I'll win the jackpot of 30 million, and I could just sleep. I could just sleep and I'll get there. I'll walk into my job the next day, be like, oh yeah, anyway, I'm peacing out. I'm becoming the housewife that I've always wanted to be. And they're like, oh, how'd you do that? I'm like, I slept. I just won a sleeping competition. Goodness. I don't know why I'm getting angry about it. I don't know why I'm getting angry about it. I think it's just the fact that, like, it's something so simple, you can win that much money.
Battle begins.
I'll play my trump card.
Yep.
Reaper Death Seal.
Yeah, you always look at the champions and they're always just like, yeah, like they're the champions for a reason. Like here, there's like a Waffle House. It's what's called Waffle. It's not like, I think it's called the Waffle House over in America, but then it's like a different Waffle House. But anyway, they had a waffle challenge, and it was I think it was, yeah, 12 or 13. I think for the women's it's like 8, but you know, 8 waffles in an hour or something. And then you look at the guy who's like has beaten the record like 3 times by himself, and it's the same dude, and you just look at him like, oh yeah, he goes to the gym all the time, so he must be absolutely ravenous, so he needs to eat that much anyway. And so it's like, oh, of course he's won it, but yeah. I've seen some videos of like, I think there was a lady who at one point was the world championship, and it's just like her fingers are moving, like you can't even see her fingers hitting each key because like you can't register it fast enough until she's moved on to the next letter. It's mental. But it's like, it's just fabulous that they've recognized these gifts. And they're, you know, they're making the most of these gifts that God has given them. Who's playing as Naruto last on Mifune? No, wrong one. Mifune and Chia.
Battle begins.
Turn to rust.
Fabulous. And watch the 2022. They just had the most insane, insane formulas. Like they know every trick in the book. And oh, it's just really something to behold. It's beautiful. It's a thing of beauty. It really is. Oh, what up? Naruto be going good. I think after these 2 fights I'm down to 2,518. My goal today is to get at least 105 fights done, maybe even 110. Basically I'm just gonna keep going until I feel like stopping, really. Because any number of fights I do over 100 is bringing down the total time it's gonna take me. Come on. Another one of these. I mean, you probably would. You go to the, you know, world's top accounting firms, and they'll be like, so we hire the greatest accountants in the whole world. What makes you think that you deserve to be part of this team? It's like, I'm the world champion of Excel, and they're like, oh my god. Oh, we're so sorry, we didn't realize we were in the presence of royalty. Like, and then they're like, sir, you can have this job, you can have any job you want, just give us anything and we will give it to you. And you're just like, just walking like through the offices and everyone's just like, you know, like doing that as you walk past. That'd be great. That'd be lovely. Yes. Oh my goodness. But you kind of give the like the Princess Diaries wave. So rather than that, you give the whole like that. I think it's something like that. I know that there's a movie anyway where Chris Pine does it. He does it like that. Where he kind of like waves like that or something. It's weird anyway. Basically, you need the whole, you know, Count Dooku look of supreme look of seniority or something. Looking down your nose at your fellow colleagues. There we go. Right, gotta and dirty.
Battle begins.
Skadoosh.
Got you.
Oh my goodness. Just keep doing this. Fabulous. Lovely. And fabulous. And oh no, not quite. Oh my god. Could have finished the fight already. Oh my goodness. Oh, there we go. I dragged that fight on way longer than I needed to. That's alright. That is fine and dandy. There and got it.
Battle begins.
Over here, Gale style. So drab.
I remember. The World Champions, it got me thinking. There was a one of the things that we were almost gonna do, but then I think we weren't allowed to, is because my dad used to work for EB Games in New Zealand, which he was the store manager in the town I used to live. It's the sister, it's essentially like a sister company to GameStop. Yeah, same sort of store apparently, but once a year they do, there's like a week where they do fundraising for a children's hospital. I think it's the children's hospital. Yeah, and it's called like a Make-A-Wish Foundation. No, Make-A-Wish Foundation to help like kids in hospital, like, you know, their wishes to meet the celebrity or rugby player or something. It helps them with that. But anyway, long story short, so, you know, they do all these events. My dad historically dresses up as Darth Vader in the store and has like the lightsaber and the cloak and everything, so he walks around town as Darth Vader, and you know, he's known as the Darth Vader guy. Yeah, one of the things that we're thinking of doing is, you know, we try and break a video game world record, you know, a Guinness World Record. So we're kind of, me and him, we're looking through possible world records, and the one around the longest time playing, or like the longest marathon playing a game, and they have it all broken down by the by the genre. Like there's different records for whether you're playing a dancing game versus like Dance Dance Revolution, or whether you're playing Resident Evil 4, or whether you're playing Forza Horizon 3, or, you know, all the different things. And we were looking at what were we looking at? I can't remember what genre we were looking at, but like the RPG and like the RPG and action genre is actually relatively low. Something like that, anyway. So we're thinking, do we have someone set up in the store, you know, with the whole live feed on them and everything, and they sit and play and try and beat the record for the longest, you know, playing a particular kind of game. And so we were thinking about it, we're like, that would be cool. The only problem is, you know, over, like, you know, in the wee hours of the morning, you'd need, you know, the store would have to be open, 24, well, sort of open, like 24/7, but you'd kind of, like, you'd need people there, because in the town that I used to live in, it would not surprise anyone if, like, some douchebags basically decided to see if they could ruin it at the last minute, you know, break into the store and try and unplug everything. You know, if it was gonna happen, it was gonna happen in the town I used to live in. Like, it's that sort of place. So we're thinking about that, but then we're like, you know what, we can still give it a go, you know, we'll just make sure we've got security or, you know, stuff around us. And then I volunteered as tribute to be the one to play all the video games, but we got, because he had to obviously pass it through head office first, and they said, no, we've got a rule against those sorts of things to fundraise, because it's just as a health and safety thing. Like, if I drop from exhaustion and I get hospitalized or something, then obviously it's on the company's head, practically. Even though, you know, I'm sure we could sign a waiver, I'm sure. But yeah, so we were gonna do it, but plans changed. Well, that's fine, but I'm just like always in the back of my mind, like, oh, I really want to just break a world record, but I don't know what record I want to break. Or do I just make up one? Longest time marathoning a Final Fantasy game. There you go, I'll just make it a new record. It'll get bigger like instantly, but if I could just get the Guinness World Record flat once, if I could just hit up flat, that'd be great. Babe, actually, if there was a Guinness World Record that you reckon you could confidently beat, in, you know, no matter what it is, whether it's game related or not, if there was one, what one do you think you'd have like the best shot at? Or even just like, even if you don't even know if it's a world record, just pretend it was. But for me, most fights done on Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 in 24-hour period? I don't know. Most fights done on Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 free battle? Longest time stuck on the boss. What boss? Of course. Yeah. Okay. I am honestly so happy that I was able to give you the inspiration to, like, I was able to feed my returnalness. I'm just so happy you were able to get past that first boss. I'm so incredibly happy that you were. Would you say it was? That game was returnally sitting on I'm sorry, that's lame. I do apologize for that. I'm so sorry. But no, that's one of those games where, like, if it wasn't on my backlog, I would have been happy, I would have been comfortable stopping after the first boss. But I had it on my backlog and I was just like, I need to finish it. It took me a hell of a long time to finish it, but it is possible. It is very possible. And it really just depends on what guns you've got. It really just comes down to that particular run. I don't know if I like that or not. Actually no, I don't mind it. Ow. Swoosh. Out. Into this new records 40 hours you played for. You beat the game in 33 hours. Dang. I reckon I could be. What's that? Almost 2 days. I've pulled all-nighters before. I could do that. Because like the thing is, like with those marathon ones, you're allowed to go to the bathroom. I think you've got an allowance essentially of like for 15 minutes. You've got like a 15-minute allowance for like eating and going to the bathroom per day. And I'm also thinking, would you want a game that is just like it is, like you're constantly playing it, like it's not like Final Fantasy X where you would have the downtime of watching cutscenes. I wonder if that would help or hinder you, or would that actually help? That there is a point at which you can kind of just sit back and watch the cutscenes, rest, quote unquote. Or whether like this constantly, where you just edit fully for the entire time. Would that also work? So, oh, I did it. Yeah, I don't think anyone with their soul would not want to be that number. Unless you were going to make it like 669. But even then it's not the same. after this fight, I'm going to run a quick ad and update the number in the corner.
Battle begins.
Lovely. Oh fuck. Oh hey, they totally knew what they did. They saw the 6 down like, right, I'm stopping. Nope. That it will be. Yeah. Because me personally, I would like, you know, I'm the kind of person that would try and get like an even number, like, you know, an even nice clean number. So I'm like, oh, I can do it. I can do it for 1 more hour, you know, just to get a nice clean number. But I'm like, no. I think 69. You can kind of give that a bit of a pass. There we go. Okay, right, I'm just going to run an ad break and I will continue for those who are sticking around and for those who aren't. Ciao. Right, I'll just update the list. We're down to 2,506. Beautiful, lovely, jubbly. Now we've got next. Kakashi and Orochimaru.
Battle begins.
I'm gonna go. Just trying to think how many fights I should go. I'm not sure. Actually no, I'm gonna go to 2,490 fights. Methinks.
Has been decided.
No, I lie. I'm gonna go to
Battle begins.
I can't believe it's been out for 20 years. Like, on one hand it's like, yeah, that sounds about right, but then 20 years, I was 7 years old. I was 7 years old. Possibly 8. 8 years old when I first started playing Naruto. But that's actually good, because now I can actually remember how old I was when I first started playing Naruto. Would have been 8. Well, no, that's wrong, because I actually started playing Ultimate Ninja 2 first, so I would have been 9 or 10. Actually no, because then back in the day games came out like once a year back then. Didn't take an absolute decade to play the game, or didn't take an absolute decade for them to make the game, should I say? And then they made the game so quickly that Ultimate Ninja 5 couldn't be with English voices because they hadn't gotten up to the bit in Shippuden yet, or the dub of the anime hadn't caught up with Japan yet, so they couldn't have the Ultimate Ninja 5 in English voices, and it's weird. Like, why not just wait? But they couldn't have the game English, or they couldn't have the game with English voices for particular moments before the anime had caught up. There must have been it. There must have been like the trade-off. Anyway.
Battle begins.
I don't know where she's before. Right, Sasuke, ready Sharingan. Well, here we go. Goodness, hurry up. And Orochi.
Battle begins.
Come on. Lovely.
Decided.
And Orochi. Okay, so I'm just looking through my list that I've got coming up. I've got no... Oh, I actually do have a puppet user. Never mind. I was gonna say I've got no puppet users shown, so it should be good. Oh, and with the release date of the Storm Connections, they've also sort of... So I've got the gist of what is in the game. So they've got a story mode with like a new story that they've made specially for the game. With like original characters and everything, so they've got that. So that's the story mode. They've got the free battle mode as normal. I think they've got like 130 characters now, so they haven't actually added too many more than, unless they've taken some others off. But anyway, we'll see. There's the play the fights from the anime again. They've got that again. As they do in every single one, so they've got that mode. I think that's it. But then they've got heaps of customization options for the characters. You can put like cat ears on Sakura and angel wings on Naruto. Yeah, it's kind of like the Tekken customization stuff, kind of like that. And what else have they got? And that's pretty much it. Oh, and they've introduced you can choose, if you would like, a simplified control system where it's kind of like the Devil May Cry easy modes, where you just mash a button, just mash B, and you will do the crazy combos without needing to do any other inputs. So it just like completely and utterly simplifies it, which is fine. I won't ever use it, but they said it's good for if you're wanting to like practice finding openings and things, and you don't want to, you know, you just want to focus on practicing particular things. There's control systems for all of those. I think that's it. I think that's the main stuff that they've got in the game. I'm glad that they've got an original story. I actually kind of enjoy the Naruto games where they have original stories. As hokey as some of them may be, it's been some of probably of all the Naruto games that I've ever played, it's always the original story ones that I probably enjoy the most. Like the start of Ultimate Ninja 4 was a completely unique story, which was very Japanese in the sense that it's the classic monster in the cave, then you send a sacrifice to the village every year, and then an outsider comes to the village and helps stop the cycle of sacrifices. And yeah, there's Ultimate Ninja Uzumaki Chronicles 1 and 2, all had original stories, I think? Yeah, no, they did. They were actually really neat games now that I think back on them. I just remember them being really, really fun. And then Ultimate Ninja 2 had, like, the second half of it had its own original story. And Ultimate Ninja 3 had its own original one. And technically Ultimate Ninja 5 did. There was like a little like side story where you play as Sasuke like training at Orochimaru's facility. And then you go back there later on as Naruto and crew and sort of like technically do the same dungeon-ish. But it's different characters, yeah. But yeah. Like overall, I find the Naruto original story quite decent. Like there's only so many times you can play over the anime stories. There's only so many times you can do it, you know, until it gets old. Yeah. Honestly, yes, even the PSP one. Yes. And even, actually, I think a couple of the Game Boy games had their own original one. Or is that? No, I lie, sorry. Tell a complete fib. Tell a complete fib. The Game Boy ones, I think, were just the tuning, it was around the tuning exam stuff. Spacious and... oh yeah, oh yeah, all the... oh goodness. I mean, it was probably a case for them, and I find it a little bit with the Naruto games as well. It's kind of like, it seems like very much a case of like, well, it's selling and people are playing it, so let's just keep doing that. Let's just keep doing this thing that's making us money. That's, you know. And then the PS2 as well. The PS2 era was very much like just the sheer volume of games that came out. Like I liken it to like the, you know, the VHS videotape era where when making something on a VHS tape was so easy to do that the amount of just the sheer volume of stuff was like unbelievable. And I find that with the PS2, I don't think any console generation's been more prolific. Other than maybe like PS3, maybe like Xbox 360, I just remember there being so many Xbox 360 games. Yeah.
Disappear. Disappear. Shikigami dance. Nothing's in here. Shikigami dance. Here I come. Here I come.
Victor has been decided.
I will go.
Right. Naruto last. Canon. Okay. After this fight, we've got 10 more fights after this one. And that will be us.
Battle begins.
Oh, and, okay. I'm probably gonna describe this very badly. But, I've been thinking about games that, like, my brother used to play on the computer when he was still living with us. And there's a Dragon Ball Z-like game, and I'm just trying to remember how to, like, think of how to describe it. Oh wow, the Storm series helped you find Naruto. Interesting. Actually, no, technically, Ultimate Ninja games are what helped me find Naruto as well. Love it. Yeah. Yeah, this series has been one of the biggest mainstays of my life. Most definitely. Yeah. Yeah. And I do genuinely think that of all the like anime like fighting games like this, then of all the anime like fighting games, I think Naruto is by far the best. Oh my goodness. Il Miglio Milanista di Tutti. I'm really hoping, I'm so sorry if I said that so wrong. Welcome. How are you? Come on in. I hope life's doing well. And Jack bought it on fighting game. What's the Naruto? So, oh, sorry, actually. Not what's a Naruto, it's what's a Naruto? Or as Sakura likes to say, oh my god, what's a Naruto? Oh my god, Naruto, Sasuke. Sorry. Get very well, that's another reason why I don't like Sakura. Substitutions should be fine. Less. Italian, but it's like, I had a feeling it was Italian. Not that space, but no. Welcome in. Welcome in indeed. I hope things are going well with you. Life is good. And welcome from New Zealand. Hashirama. Okay, we've got 8 more fights, including these 2.
Battle begins.
Oh yeah. There's, I don't know if anyone knows, and I'm probably gonna completely describe this so poorly, and you're gonna be like, that does not help clear it up at all. So I remember on the computer, and this would have been probably very, very, very early 2000s. We're looking like 2002, 2003. I remember distinctly my brother, he was playing a game on the home PC. It was a Dragon Ball Z-like game, and you could... I'm gonna say that you could create your own character, and I'm gonna... oh, it was funny feeling that you could only create a character of like Piccolo's race? Namek's? I'm gonna be really showing my lack of true Dragon Ball Z knowledge here as well, so I do apologize. But it was a game where there was like a little, like, it was like a city on an island essentially, but you could just like fly around, like fly up and down, zip it around, you know, go and fight the city. I think you could shoot, I think you could fight stuff, but it was very like empty. It was like a giant like empty sandbox of like a city that you could just fly around, and it was definitely like Dragon Ball Z, if not like an actual Dragon Ball Z game. But I just remember, yeah, you weren't playing as any Dragon Ball Z character, I remember, but you could like, yeah, create your own, and then you could fly around the city, and fly on top of buildings and fly around the place. And I don't know if it was like a free explore mode, or whether there was actually a story mode to it. And that's all I remember of it. And I've so poorly explained that, but I want to try and like look for this game. To sort of just, cause like my brother played a whole bunch of games, and I just never ever knew what they were called, and I'm like now in my mode of like, I'm just trying to rediscover these games. Oh my god, thank you so much for the follow. It is much appreciated. Yeah, so if anyone is versed in Dragon Ball Z like clones, I'll just even be amazed if anyone else has played this game. I've got zero idea what it's actually called. But yeah, but I'm still on the hunt for my prawn video of my radioactive prawn that turns into a prawn monster. I'm still looking for that one. I will find it one day. Even if it kills me, I will find out what this blimmin' thing was. Because I've like searched high and low, and I'm just really hoping, because it was this prawn video, and I don't know, because the problem is I don't know if it's a prawn or a shrimp, or it's definitely not a lobster, but it's either a prawn or a shrimp, and it's like, I've got this funny thing because it was right at the advent of the internet as well. So I'm really hoping it wasn't one of those things that was like, it was early enough to just, oh, posture check, okay, thank you. 1 second, hold on, I do this, I gotta pull my chair in, and then sit back, shoulders back, back straight, and okay, we're good, thank you. I do slouch horrendously.
I'll settle it with sloppy.
Whoosh. sleep. Okay, I've got Krishna and Hanabi. Krishna, Hanabi. Alrighty. Fabulous.
Time for a royal beatdown. One smashed
Oh.
tomato.
Will indeed be able to save the game very shortly. I'll be do. I'm so proud of that one. I'm so happy of that one. I love how you just redeeming everything. Like, please do. Like, I've added, like, been adding a whole bunch of little, like, rewards and stuff over, like, the last couple of weeks. And I'm just, like, just want to, like, make sure that I've got, like, the volumes right, that they're all working as intended. So no, please redeem away. Nabi, Krishna.
Battle begins.
Too easy.
Ow.
Here comes a painting. Need to move away. Going to use this.
Ow. Okay, great. I'm actually thinking. Ow. That was kind of stupid for me to do. So I'm actually thinking, is what I might end up doing is, so I've got, I was gonna say I was gonna have 2 more, but then I'll be finishing on an 84, and I kind of want to finish on a nice clean number, so I might actually do, like, now there's 6 fights left to go, so I might actually do that. And I think they'll all be relatively quick fights too, so that's okay.
Battle begins.
Oh hey, Bruno no! Thank you for the follow, it is much appreciated. I hope you're doing well, I hope you're doing fabulously. And also, I think I accidentally said a couple of extra no's, but okay. Because Luch, alright. Some of them do the most little long ass screams when they're done. Okay, so we've got. Oh, I'm dreading this fight. I'm dreading this fight. And if I dread it, then the game will know that I'm dreading it, and then the AI will go nice on me. So I absolutely despise playing as this version of Kankuro. Okay, lovely. Here we go, lovely, okay, beauty. Fab. Oh, beans, here we go. I need a guard, and then I need to get a... Okay, should I get it? Great, it's late. There is anyone on God's green earth that can play as Kankuro with any modicum of skill, finesse, anything. I would like to get in contact with them and they can just teach me the ways, because my lord, it is what an awful character to play as. There we go, beauty. Righty, oh, we've got, okay, 4 more fights for this fine day. Where are we? It is in, and Odozetsu. For those who have also joined very recently, I feel like I need to give you a little bit of a rundown on what I'm actually doing, because you're going to be wondering, like, why are you doing these fights? Like, what is all this? I have challenged myself, and I've actually got a new way to describe it too. I'm doing every possible matchup in free battle in Storm 4. So that's every character versus every other character. Every possible combination of characters you can get in the free battle, I am doing it. It is 11,000 fights altogether, and as you can see, I'm down to the 2,000s, so it has been a long time coming and a lot of fights. Almost 9,000 fights that I've done, and that's what I'm doing. And so I've got a giant spreadsheet, I've got every battle all mapped out, and I randomly generate, you know, I basically just randomly pick from the remaining list, randomly pick them, got a giant list that I just go through, and that's pretty much me, as I just sit there, or sit here should I say, and just start from 1 and work all the way down. So you know, this is a matchup I haven't done, and then the next 2 fights will be another matchup that I haven't done. And then after today, I'm gonna cross those all off on my list and then carry on with the others next time. And that is us. And then at the end of all of this, I can be safe and comfortable with the knowledge that I have done it. There's no other reward but the satisfaction of knowing that I've done that. Even though I don't think it's something anyone in the world's been like, yeah, like, wouldn't it be amazing if you did that? But hey, everyone needs a goal. Come on, and let's push. Lovely. Okay, we've got 2 more fights to do on this fine day. Actually, no, what? Screw it. I'll do another 2 after this. Technically, the more I do now, the less I have to do later. And besides, they'll all be fast fights as well. Oh. And then at the end of all of this, once I hit, you know, once I hit that 0, I'm gonna do like, I want to do a couple of tier lists. One of like how, you know, fun or good each character was to play as, considering I'll have played them 110 times. Yeah, I've played each character, I'll have played 110 times. Actually no, I lie. 111 times I'll have played them. So I'll have a good gauge about whether I actually enjoyed playing them or not, and I can tell you right now there are some really, really sitting at the bottom of that list, like my god. And there are some at the very top of that list. And then I'd want to do like another tier list of characters that were extremely annoying to face as. No, just extremely annoying characters to face. So for instance, like Young Keeper. He was alright to play as, or he is alright to play as, but for some reason, whenever I'm facing him, the AI is just awful and just seems to counter everything and knows exactly what I'm about to do 2 seconds before I'm about to do it, and it's just annoying to face. So they're going to be top of the annoying characters list. Okay, right. Now definitely I've got the last 2 fights. So, got Sai and Sasuke Sharingan. Let's go. Beans. Well, also, I've also been crunching the numbers on just where I am on the spreadsheet so far. We are, after today, I think we're going to be 77.1% of the way done, which sounds like a hell of a lot, but even just like to even get 1%. Isn't 100 fights, it's actually like 105? No, 107 fights I think to get 1% on the list. Actually no, I lie, it's like 115 actually to get 1% on the list. So while 77% is actually a hell of a lot of fights, it's over 8,000 fights. It also is in like, oh well then the remaining 33% is also a hell of a lot of fights. No, sorry, not 33, 23%. Math.
Battle begins.
Right here. Right here. Now.
There was also a couple of the Narutos, I think like Naruto Sage's 6 Paths and Naruto the normal one. I think there's actually, they've only got like 10 fights left to go and I'm done with those characters completely. Whereas others like, I think a couple of the Itachi, the Itachis I think I've got like 27 more to go. I think some of the Sasuke's too is like 29 fights to do. That's Loosh, alrighty. That will likely be us for today. Let me just update the list at the top. We are at 2,478 fights. Look at that. Beautiful, lovely, amazing. Alright, that will be me for this fine evening. For day 105, oh my goodness. I'll be back in a few days. Well, no, I'll actually technically be back tomorrow. I'll be doing an East tier list for all the East games that I finished, and starting Trails in the Sky, second chapter. It's Saturday. I'm gonna start this new game. Oh, I say new. It's been out for ages. I'm sort of start the game Tunic that I'm like really keen, like really interested in playing. And then Sunday will be day 106, where I'm gonna get down to the 2,300s, most definitely. We're just chipping away at it. All right. But until then, thank you all so incredibly much for joining, following, sticking around, hanging out, being pretty fresh. Your support means the world to me. Stay well, stay rested, stay hydrated, stay fruity fresh, stay fabulous. I will see y'all when I see you next. Take care, and